Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video of TechWafer. Hopefully you're having a great day. Adil here, your host, and in this video I'm about to unbox the realme C25Y. That's right here. It is a successor of realme C21Y, and let's find out how well the device actually is, how well it can perform in this video, because I will not only be unboxing but providing you the first impressions of the device. So stay tuned and watch this video till the very end. With that being said, let's jump on to the unboxing. Before moving towards the unboxing, let's take a look at the box. And you can find the realme C25Y's branding along with the realme. And if we take a look at the features on the back, the phone has 5000 mAh mega battery with 50 megapixel AI triple camera, and with that it has 18-watt quick charging support and a powerful octa-core processor. And speaking of the memory, the phone has 4 gigs of RAM coupled with 64 gigs of internal storage. Hopefully that is an expandable option there. And the color that we have with us is metal grey, and the phone is manufactured in Pakistan. And now let's get to the exciting part. Here we go. Let's just lift the box. There we go. At the top we are getting this flap that says, "Hey, welcome to the Realme family," and it has the documentations and a SIM ejector toolkit. Now let's get to the device, and there comes the Realme's C25Y device. Here it is. And the very next thing that we have in the box is an 18-watt power brick. That's right here. Let's just get to the cable. Oh my goodness. So they are providing a USB micro cable instead of the USB Type-C under the price tag that's appearing on your screen. And USB micro cable in 2021 is surely not justified. So I think Realme should consider Type-C connecting cables for the upcoming devices, because this really is not justified action. So that's it for the unboxing, I guess. Now let's talk about the design and the display. And the C25Y comes with a 6.5 inches IPS LCD panel, which is not great, but in this price range it surely is not justified, because normally the brands in this price range are providing at least 1080p panel, and at the top of that the phone has a USB micro cable. So I'm really not sure what type of target audience Realme is looking with its Y series smartphones. However, if we speak about the quality of the display, it is kind of okayish experience that we are getting here. Speaking about the bezels on the left, right and top are thin comparatively to the bezels on the bottom. At the top of the display, the phone houses a view drop notch which carries an 8 megapixel selfie shooter, and at the top of that you can find the placement of speaker grill, which is used for calling purposes, I guess. Now if we look at the right side of the phone, you'll find the placement of volume rocker along with the power button. And speaking about the ease of use of these buttons, I can easily reach them even when using the smartphone single-handed, as you can see. As far as the performance of the fingerprint scanner is concerned, let's just test that. It is a physical fingerprint scanner and it's working really well. Let's just test it. Okay. So the fingerprint unlock is working really well. There's no complaint in that particular department. Now if we look at the left side, the phone carries a SIM tray slot, and I'm hoping that it carries a dual SIM slot along with a dedicated micro SD card to expand its 64 gigs of internal storage. And there we go. Yes, we have a dedicated micro SD card slot, so no complaint in the SIM tray section either. Switching the device to the bottom, you will find the placement of USB micro cable with the microphone and a 3.5mm headphone jack. And while you might be thinking that speaker grill is missing, let me tell you that that sits at the back of the phone like the Realme C21Y, which I have criticized in that particular smartphone, and I would like to criticize Realme once again, because such placement of speaker grill is surely not convenient, because most of the time users are using their smartphones to watch movies like this, and even when they are using the smartphone single-handedly, they hold the smartphone like this and the speaker is normally covered by their palm. So This is really not a convenient speaker grill position and it definitely impacts the sound quality. And now that we are already speaking about the back of the phone, you can find that this is a matte finish with a texture at the back, and there are these ridges, and then there are these micro lines inside these ridges which may not be clearly visible with the camera, but you can easily spot them with the eyes. As far as the fingerprint and smudges problem is concerned, that's not happening here at all. At the top side you can find a square camera bump that carries a triple camera setup with an LED flash. And as far as the cameras are concerned, it has a 50 megapixel primary shooter with 2 megapixel macro and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. And apart from that, you can also find the fingerprint scanner's position right there. Now let's talk about the software. And the realme C25Y, similar to the C21Y, is running realme user interface R Edition at the top of Android 11.0, and overall the user interface is smooth. You will not find any lag or stutters as far as my experience is concerned. I've also performed few benchmarks which I am about to show you in the performance section. Overall navigation and rest of the usability is concerned, it is an okayish experience and you will not find any lag, so that's a good thing. As far as the bloatwares are concerned, they are minimal. You can literally find 3 to 4 apps at max, and you can uninstall them just by tapping on them and pressing the uninstall button like this. And overall this skin is highly optimized, and personally I do not have any complaint in terms of software. As far as the improvement or downgrades are concerned, there is no official description of the R Edition by Realme. I've tried to search it through, but I could not find any information on the internet as well, so that's it for the time being. Now it's time that we discuss the specs and the performance of the Realme C25Y, and this one has managed to score 346 single core and 1282 multi-core scores respectively. Speaking about the performance on Antutu benchmarks, the phone has scored 193,926 scores on Antutu benchmark, and overall it is definitely not a bad score at all, and that is the reason why you will not find any stutters or lag when using the smartphone. Not only for the day-to-day usage, but the phone can handle games like PUBG and Call of Duty. And speaking about the gaming performance, and while we are speaking about the gaming performance, this phone has a hardware based gyro sensor, and while we are speaking about the PUBG, the phone can run PUBG at HD setting at high frame rate, and it even sports smooth graphics at ultra frame rate. That means it sports up to 40 frames per second on PUBG Mobile, which is definitely worth it for a phone that falls under this price segment. So in terms of the performance, the phone is not going to let you down. And while we are speaking about the gaming, the most important aspect for any gamer out there is having a gyro capability, and the phone does have a hardware based gyro sensor, so that's another plus point there. Okay, so that's it for the performance section. I do hope that you like the performance of the phone. Now speaking about the camera apps interface, the phone has video capture mode, the portrait mode, and also burst, filter, time-lapse, pro mode, panorama shot, a 50 megapixel dedicated mode, a macro, and a night mode pro. And as far as the quality of the video that this phone can capture is concerned, this phone can record up to HD 1080p video. And now you are looking at the camera samples of the Realme C25Y. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and also let me know that whether or not this phone deserves a camera review. Now moving forward towards the battery section, the phone has a 5000 mAh battery, and that is to be charged with the 18 watt power brick, and hopefully the 18 watt power brick is going to charge its 5000 mAh battery up to 100% from zero in almost 1 hour and 45 minute mark, but I'm going to test that in my review, so stay tuned for that. And as far as the battery life is concerned, I'm hoping that this phone can last for about a day for a heavy user, and if you're a casual smartphone user, it can last for about a day and a half easily. I'll make sure to cover an in-depth review of the phone, so stay tuned for that. And meanwhile, if you're looking to buy this device, the downside of the phone includes USB micro connecting cable and a 720p panel. In performance section, the phone can perform really well, and in the camera department, you have seen the results. You can judge the quality of the photos on your own. And in terms of the battery life, the phone do offer a decent battery life. So that's it for the first impressions of the realme C25Y. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.